Hi spooky people, my name is Betty Butchie Bibs and welcome back to the channel. Today we have something very aesthetically pleasing plant. I have decided that I have enough of my disorganized beaches and I feel like I have too many black roses compared to the amount of other pretty flowers. So I decided I am going to organize my beaches by color, which, you know, isn't that hard because I only have black and a few colorful flowers, but also by flower type. So for example, on one side of my island, I'm going to have all black beaches and I'm going to sort it by black roses, black tulips, black lilies, blah, blah, blah. The thing is that I am going to get rid of probably more than half of my black roses simply because I hate them. I hate the black roses. And I have them everywhere. Example number one, right here. You know, I'm still gonna keep some to kind of keep the variety, but I think we have enough of black roses, so I'm gonna get rid of some of them. But for now, I say let's get started organizing all of the flowers that I have, which is gonna be quite hard, but I am so ready to have the most aesthetic results in the end. All right, with that being said, let's go. So first things first, before we can even start organizing any flowers, we need to clean off every item on the beach that doesn't belong there or that doesn't have anything to do with flowers, and with that I mean seashells. Collect them and put them to the side. Okay, so I feel like this is the part of the island where I will probably keep most of my black flowers. However, I have decided that I will dig up all black roses that are like just these rose buds and replace them with fully grown roses. So that way I can get rid of some roses while still keeping some of them, if you know what I mean. And I think that I'm gonna keep my black roses up until this point, or like, let's just, yeah, like to about this stone, because I feel like that's enough black roses for one island. And then I'm gonna take all the other beautiful flowers down the rest of the beach, or maybe I'm gonna use this rock. Don't know yet, but I say I'm gonna start. All right, so what you see now is just me digging up all the rosebuds that are in the way, so that I can later on, like it just said. I just said that I'm digging up the rosebuds. Enjoy that. I've just put in all my money into the ABD at resident services because I want to see how much money I can make by selling all of my, probably just all of my black roses. I want to see just how much money I can make off my flowers. So let's go. Alrighty, let's give them all of my roses. Damn, 9,000 for just some rosebuds? I'm gonna be rich after this. Okay, let's continue. Now that we have about 1,000 holes along the beach, I think it's time to just fill them up with fully grown black roses that I collected from just basically all the other beaches. And while we're at it, I'm also digging up the rest of the flowers that don't belong here. So black tulips, black lilies, black cosmos, I think. And of course the pansies. At least I think they're pansies. See, listen, I have like over 900 hours in Animal Crossing and I still don't know the names of any of the flowers. Not my proudest moment, okay? Not my proudest moment. Also, I didn't notice that I have so many Lily of the Valleys. I have so many, I don't know where they're coming from, and I just, every time that I had some, I threw them onto the beach, and now I have a bajillion of these. And I also have some along my rocks, and it's like, where did they come from? I don't know. What you saw right now is my tulip area, black tulips. Then again, some black roses. God, I'm all over the place here. Well, I have to be all over the place. I have flowers everywhere in no particular order, so I'm running around trying to get some order into this. This is going to be the area of my black lilies. Now I'm on a different beach. This is the beach in front of Nook's Cranny, and I've decided that this is where I will put my red pansies. Of course, we have another like bajillion of black roses, and since I decided I'm gonna have I want to put my red pansies there, I had to dig up all red pansies, but then I noticed I do not have enough pocket space because they're all filled up with black roses. So then I had to dig up the black roses and I had to sell them over and over again. And then I also had like a bajillion of the lily of the valley, so I had to place them on the other side of my island. And then I dug up from the other side of my island all yellow and orange flowers, and now I'm putting them on the beach in front of Nook's Cranny. God, Jesus Christ. This is a mess, and this is why you only ever do stuff like that when you are really at your wit's end. When you feel like you don't know what you want to do, you have no ideas, you are extremely bored, but you still want to spend some time on your island. This is what you do. You sort your beaches. Okay, and here I'm gonna give you a little walkthrough of the aesthetic organized beaches. We're gonna start with black roses, then we have black cosmos. I think I have too little of these, so I'm gonna have to breed them probably sometime, someplace. Let's move on. You see nothing here. Then we have the black lilies. I think I have like enough of these. I think that's a sufficient amount of black lilies. Then we have black tulips. I think I could have more of these, but I definitely don't need necessarily more of these. Or if I do, then I will just put some on the side and breed them. But since I plan on using more colorful flowers as well, I don't think I need to. Then here we have the red pansies, also I think quite enough, and my array of yellow flowers. This hyacinth right there that I was just standing in, it's not yellow, but no one has to know, right? No one has to know. It fits aesthetically, so that's it. But for me, that wasn't enough for a video. It was like 8 minutes, and I was like, no, I've given you short videos for the past few weeks, so I've decided I'm gonna throw in something else that I think is something that has helped me get through a lot of Animal Crossing burnout seasons or just weeks where I was like, I want to do something fun, or I just want to be the island representative that my villagers deserve, but I had no idea for build or didn't know where to put it, and I was like, So I'm gonna show you what I do on days like this. First, I start off by checking my mail, as you just saw, then grabbing some coconuts, exactly 10 to be precise. And then I'm gonna run up and down the beaches to collect some seashells and, of course, my message in the bottle. In my mail, I just got like a Papa Bear, and Brody was like, girl, can I buy that? Yes, of course you can. Any item that's not in my storage, take it away from me. I don't care if your houses are ugly. Being the perfect, just oh so brilliant island representative that I am going around the island to each of my villagers, and I'm gonna give them a coconut. Yay! Because even if this will take me like millions of years, I will be 55 when I have all my villager photos. But if that's what it takes, I'll do it. Also, one thing to note is I currently have my Bell Boom Ordinance activated. All the items that these villagers give me, they're not going into my storage. They're going straight into Nook's Cranny. I'm not keeping any of this stuff. Mostly because it's also very ugly. Like, a safety vest. Come on, girl. What am I supposed to do with that? Alrighty. I'm very hard, like, trying not to get sidetracked with everything else that you can do, so that I can kind of give you a slightly more organized way of doing things than I would normally do it. Well, it's hard. It's hard, okay? Now, for this man. He has been cooking for the past 3 weeks that I have been looking for him, and I have only received recipes that I did not know beforehand. So, Pietro, what's your magic? What is it? Also, the music in his house, banger. Forgot to record it, but it's a banger, trust me. Then we are at our man's kabuki. Work apron. Do I look like I need to work more, sir? Is that what it is? Damn. Then Miss Muffy. A coconut for you, girl. And I'm getting a sheep costume. Kind of concerned because she herself is a sheep, and I don't know if I like that. Like, what did she do? Did she skin herself to give me her skin as a costume? Trying not to think about it too much. But then I had the problem of I had one last villager to look for. So while I looked for Mr. Dobie, I ran around the island collecting some of the stray weeds that I have no use for. I have, I think, 4 or 5 stacks of 99 weeds in my storage, so I really do not need those. Checking again if he is home. He is not. So you best believe I ran across my whole entire island to find this wolf, because I am just always hoping that it is not the worst case scenario, which in this case it was, and the worst case scenario is the villagers being inside of the museum. Why? What is the reason? So every time that I feel like one of my villagers is in the museum, I go in, and the first place that I check is always the butterfly room. 80% of the time they will be in there. And yes, he is in there. I think this is one of the best things to know, kind of. I have only had my villagers be in this butterfly room or in the art exhibit, nowhere else. I feel like they don't know the other rooms exist. It's only ever in there or in the art exhibit. Now that we've done all of our coconut giving deeds, we are selling everything except for the seashells. Now you might be wondering, why are you not selling the seashells? Simple answer is because I am a material girl, and I will never sell my shells separately, because I can just craft them into a shell arch and get more money. Items that need a lot of tiny items to be crafted always sell for a very high price. So I save my shells. God damn. I save my shells to craft shell arches to make more bells. Oh, my brain, owie. Okay, what you're seeing right now, digging up fossils and gyroids, because that's the next best thing that we're gonna need to make more money. God, I sound so materialistic. Which I am. No, I'm not even feeling bad about it. Of course, dig up your money trees and put him into the ground, checking if you have all fossils, and then immediately go to Mr. Blathers. I will save you his 5-hour talking marathon about fossils. I also went to my boy Brewster's to get a coffee, but then I immediately left to sell the fossils. And of course also the shell arch. 44,000 is a very delicious price. Now, another thing that can help you make bells passively without you having to do any work is collecting your gold roses and just selling them. I think I'm getting 8,000 out of 7 roses. yeah, beautiful. Okay, so the last thing that I'm gonna do is hit my rocks, but I don't think I need to explain a lot about that, so I'm gonna give you some other fun facts. If you want to make money without spending a single bell, you need the Happy Home Paradise for that. But every Monday you can go into the hospital if you have like the patient ward thingy where patients can stay overnight. If you have that, every Monday Joan from Joan's Stock Market will be there and they will give you free turnips. You can just go there, grab some turnips. I don't really know how many they give you, but they will give you turnips and you can sell them just regularly without having to spend any bells, which I think is the absolute best because I don't like to spend money. Alrighty, now that we're done with that, let's move over to my pumpkin shrine for some final words. Today we did a lot of fun things, some mindless activities that you can do while you're doing basically anything else, watching TV, calling your friend, whatever. Dig up some flowers, move them from one beach to the other, talk to your villagers, just do some island activities, make passive money while building friendships with your villagers. Delicious! I hope that with this video you had about as much fun as I did, because for me it was an absolute banger. And yeah, with that being said, I hope that I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye!